All right, who wants to start out? What everybody do?
I think ladies first, Christian, because we're chivalrous young men here, raised correctly.
She had a heck of a spring break. I don't know if
best for last.
I don't know if I want to follow what she did. Anybody else?
Let's hear Christian.
Let's hear
first.
producer first.
Been gone the longest.
The
I have been
producer.
gone.
Yeah, the producer hasn't been here in 4 weeks.
Yeah, I have not been here in a month, and it has been great. No, I'm just kidding.
Aw, guys.
We missed you.
From March 10th to the 14th, I was in New York City for a conference. Thank you, POU, for sending me out there. Learned a lot. Learned that I should stop working so hard and start eating lunch with the right people so I can network and get a job later down the road. That's
Work
also
smarter,
helpful.
not harder.
Exactly, it's helpful. Kind of a little depressing, but helpful. A lot of other stuff. Have found some great story ideas. We can get October reports from POU and find out, who's making more money than who and why that is and all that good stuff. They can't hide that stuff from us. So a lot of useful information. Part of that trip, highlight from that trip, though, was attending the Big East Championship game in Madison Square Garden. Thanks, Craig Foreman, for the tickets. I went with our pal Dylan Foreman. He plays on the men's basketball team here.
Send it.
Sports writer for mass media. Does a lot of stuff.
He's very good, very good. So we get to Madison Square Garden. We bought about the cheapest tickets you could find to sit in like the 400 level of this arena, and we walk in, and we're still trying to. It's kind of a confusing building because at most arenas, most stadiums, you walk in and the floor is floor level. Well, there's like a subway station underneath Madison Square Garden, so the first floor is a subway station with like hundreds of thousands of people running around. Not hundreds of thousands, thousands of people running around, trying to find their next train to get to their next place. Okay, you got to go up 2 flights of stairs before you enter the entrance to Madison Square Garden. So in my mind, like the basketball floor or the hockey floor, whatever they use, is the 3rd floor of this arena, which is kind of interesting. So we're in the 400 level. We have to go up like 7 flights of stairs to get to our area, and we're just searching for
elevators.
We had escalators, but still,
Escalators.
yeah. So we're finding our way, and Dylan and I are walking, and we run into this lady in a headset. And I can't hear him, but she starts talking to Dylan, and Dylan looks at her and goes, yeah. She had asked Dylan if we would like our seats upgraded.
Oh,
what?
So we obviously took it. All of a sudden, we were down in the 100 level of Madison Square Garden. The only catch was that at the first timeout, we had to smile and wave and act excited for when they put our face on the Madison Square Garden video board to tell all the people that we had our seats upgraded. So that was kind of a fun little deal.
My goodness.
Wow, lucky you guys.
Wow,
Yeah.
Christian, that's pretty impressive, buddy.
That's not all, is it?
Why did she pull you aside? Was she like,
She
these
just
two
found us.
attractive young men?
I mean, that was probably a large part of it. And then when I got home, it was a quick turnaround because then I left for Las Vegas with my family. The reason that we went has to deal with monster trucks.
Wow.
Monster trucks.
So when I was like 2, my dad took me to a show in the Kingdome, and it was fun, obviously, and it's something I never grew out of. So every year, this promotion puts on a huge show in Las Vegas. Like 100 monster trucks are there. You can go look at them all, touch them, get autographs from the drivers, all that good stuff, right? The very first one happened when I was 5, and it was on pay-per-view. We ordered it. We watched it. It was crazy. We loved it. And my 5-year-old self looked at my dad when it was all over, and I said, Dad, can we go next year? Thinking a trip to Vegas at 6 years old. It's not that big a deal, And he looked back at me, and he said, maybe when you're 21.
It's awesome that you can remember all this, too.
Yeah. Maybe when you're 21. And I was like, okay. And monster trucks are a weird thing. I've never grown out of them. I enjoy them just as much as I did then that I do now.
So will you go back to Vegas, you think?
I would absolutely do it in a heartbeat. The show was fantastic. I can't put into words how much fun I had that weekend.
Good for you,
You got to see a front flip.
The front flip.
First front flip.
First front flip went viral. It was on Colbert. Colbert did a little fun segment about it. So, yeah, it was cool stuff. I was there live. Awesome. It was so much fun. Then I got back and had to work on schoolwork and all that good stuff for the last week. So my spring break got an early start, but was busy catching back up to everything. So that was my week.